In today's video, I'm going to show you how to take your pest control company from where you are right now to hit $1 million in annual revenue by the end of this pest season. I'm going to show you the 3 marketing pillars that you're going to implement this season to achieve this and how we're doing this for clients this year as well. Hey guys, my name is Marshall and I build Facebook ad funnels for pest control companies. And if you don't know what that means, in simplest forms, I create the offer to get people to convert the videos and images that people see on Facebook and Instagram when they're scrolling, the landing page where we take them after they click, and the follow-up system of text messages and emails that go out so we never miss a lead. The follow-up system of text messages and emails that go out so we never miss a lead. Last week, one of my pest clients spent $10K on ads and returned 50 grand in jobs. A 5-to-1 return. This is real stuff that's happening right now in February, end of February, almost March, 5 weeks before the peak season actually starts in April. So let's get into it. So before we talk any sort of marketing strategy, we need to talk about the math because most of you guys aren't actually running these calculations and you don't really know. So if you watch my last video, I told you about our initial service offer of $67, but that's not really the real number that you're getting here. The initial service is what turns into the annual contract with the proper systems in place and sales systems in place as well. That customer is worth $400 to $600 over the first year, so we can just call it $500 on average. So based on the math, let's look at this right here. Based on the math, you are going to need 2,000 total customers to hit $1 million in annual recurring revenue. So from there, we know that you're needing 850 leads per month and you're needing to close this at a 20% close rate. That's the math and that's how it works. It sounds like a lot, but when we actually break it down, that's about 170 new customers per month. And when we're getting leads at 10 to 13 costs per lead, which is what we're actually doing for one of my clients in Orlando right now, that's about 8,500 to 11 grand per month in ad spend to generate $1 million in revenue. So you're spending 100K and you're making $1 million. That's your 10x return there. And that is the marketing plan. That is just with Facebook ads. That's not even including any other efforts that you're doing right there. So the one thing that I've noticed working with a lot of pest control companies is they're only focusing on one lead generation source. So they're either just do door knocking, or they're just buying leads from third parties, they're just using Home Advisor, or they're only running Google Ads. You need to be doing all of these. So quick story on this, I hopped on a call with a prospect last week and he kind of had the same problem. He's been in business for 11 years and he's got a 4.98 rating on Google Maps, and his revenue dropped 30% in 1 year. He was spending 3 to 5K a month on Google Ads and wasn't seeing those results. His competitors were beating him out. Why did that happen? Because he's not tracking any jobs. He's not doing any other sort of lead gen. He's only focusing on one source of lead gen, and once it fails, his business failed. That's the main problem here. And these 3 pillars are going to go over how you're going to use all of these in conjunction to get the most amount of leads possible. So the 3 pillars we're going to go over today are: number 1, your reputation; number 2, your ads funnel plus your auto reply follow-up system; and number 3, your reactivation campaign. So let's get into step 1 right now. So pillar number 1 is your reputation. That's the foundation. So before anyone hires you, whether they find you on Facebook or Google or referral or wherever, they're going to look up your company. They're going to see your Google business profile. They're going to go to your website. And if you only have 10, 20, 30 reviews and your competitor has 300, you're going to lose just based on sheer volume of trust that that other company is producing. It doesn't matter how good your service actually is. The strategy is so dead simple. We are going to implement automated review requests. So this is something that we install and it is fully automated. There's no manual follow-up needed. And how it really works is your tech closes the ticket. You're going to send an auto text based on that. And then from there, your reviews start stacking on your Google My Business page and your map pack starts ranking and it starts rising. So it's fully automated. There's going to be no manual follow-up needed. The system works while your tech works. We set up all the triggers and everything so you don't have to worry about it. And you are going to rank in the top 3 positions in the Google Maps feed for free inbound leads every single day inside of your specific service area. And the volume wins. So your competitors with 300 reviews beat you. So with this, it's really volume wins. So the more leads you get, the better it's going to be. So basically, the company with 300 reviews is going to beat the company with 12 every single time. No expectations there. Pillar number 2 is going to be your paid ads system accelerator. Pillar number 2 is going to be your paid ads and funnels and automation system accelerator. So basically how this works is we are going to create you pest control ads. So you're going to create image ads for cockroaches, for ants, for spiders, for termites, for mosquitoes, a general pest control one, all offering that $67 initial service. And then from there, we're going to test a dedicated landing page that matches the ad. So we're going to create a landing page for the cockroaches. We're going to create a landing page for the ants, etc. You kind of see how that works. We're going to test that versus the instant form versus the DMs, and we're going to see which one converts the best in your market, in your demographic, because they are all different. And from there, once we get conversions, what are we going to do? We're going to text them within 60 seconds, and this is all going to be automated. It's going to say, hey, John, saw you submitted your info for our $67 initial pest control service. When's a good time we can swing by? We just want to break the ice and get a conversation going so we can turn those warm leads into hot leads. From there, the AI chatbot handles after-hour inquiries automatically and answers questions that are frequently asked. From there, they transfer you to one of your sales reps and they do the closing from there. So this whole system gets leads under $10 per lead in peak season. It's achievable on cockroach specific ad campaigns. That's what we're running right now for one of my clients, and it's working great. And during those summer months, which we did last year as well, and we're doing this upcoming year. So each lead is 100 times more likely to convert when they're contacted within under 5 minutes. So that's why we put the automated text in place, and the call under 5 minutes is way more important than the text. The text does great, but to get the 100x, you need to call and you need to have your salespeople on top of that as well. And if you have zero automations, your leads are dying in a shared inbox, and that is never acceptable at all. Another thing that we implement is specific tracking. And what do I mean by that? We're going to say this image ad generated this revenue, and we're going to double down on those, and we're going to retest the ones that aren't generating revenue. We do this every single week with every one of our clients so we can stay on top of it and we can use up the ad spend as much as possible to the best of our ability as well. If you're not tracking anything, you're not knowing what's working. You're not knowing if it's converting better on Facebook or if it's converting better on Instagram. Those are things you need to know, and those are things that you need to set up. Pillar 3 is the gold mine of the database reactivation, and this is something that people don't ever do, which just baffles me. Basically, your past customers who didn't renew, we send them an automated text message saying, hey, pest season's here. We have an opening on your route this week. It's a warm audience. They've already submitted info on you. They've already either bought once or submitted their information once. And it's the cheapest reacquisition you can run every single year. Your lead list gets bigger every single year, and we do this with dead leads at 30 days. We give them a new angle and a new offer and a new message, and it re-engages the pipeline that you're already paying for. This is a great opportunity to cross-sell your customers as well, to add mosquito services for just $39 more in a month, or whatever other service that you're seeing has the most treatment in that specific area. The main costs here are literally just your time to set up this automation, and you don't have to pay for any of the leads because you already have all of the leads. It's just a free pipeline sitting idle in your CRM right now from leads from a year ago that you need to capitalize on, because every day you wait, it's revenue that's left on the table from those leads. So here are the results we're seeing right now in mid-February in Texas and in Florida and in some southern states as well. We're getting a 5x ROAS consistently, and what ROAS means is a return on ad spend. So like I said, they're spending 10K and they're booking 50K worth of jobs each and every week. So they're well past $1 million, and that's just with Facebook ads. We're getting leads between $10 and $13, and this is kind of the learning curve timeline of what you're looking at. So month 1, you're probably sitting from 25 to 30 to $40 depending on your market in leads. And the algorithm is learning on what you're needing to do. Month 2, we get those lead costs down to 15 to 20 and we're actively optimizing. And then month 3, once it's summer hits, we're getting those leads down to $10 to $13 and everything's fully dialed in and everything's working by then. So one of my pest control companies, they come to me every week and they're like, yeah, let's bump the ad spend up 10, 20% each week because we're doubling down, tripling down on what's actually working. And that's how it should be. You see that it works, you make the proven system work, and then you double down on it and you make even more money. This will definitely get you to $1 million in revenue. So if you're watching this right now and you're thinking, okay, I should start this in April, you need to start this in March. And why do I say that? Because the algorithm learns is cheap and it's better to do it in off season for it to learn. So then when April comes around, you're ready for the wave. You're ready and you're optimized by April for when peak season hits. So you can take advantage from April all the way to end of September, end of October when that peak season comes in. Because if we start in April, we're still going to be optimizing in May. And that's when we want our lead cost to be from $10 to $15, if not less. So those are the things on why we need to start as soon as possible. You're probably going to be seeing this at the end of February, beginning of March, and you're going to be thinking, okay, like, when do I start? I'm going to start in April. No, peak season is only 4 weeks away. The algorithm needs those 4 to 6 weeks to learn. So once February and March starts, that's when your Facebook ad system needs to be already optimized and we need to get all the kinks out. All right, let's review the pillars and your path to $1 million in annual revenue for your pest control company. Pillar number 1, your reputation. You're going to automate your review requests. You're going to build trust before they even see your ad. Pillar number 2 is your ads plus automations on the back end. So we're going to create pest specific ads for Facebook with dedicated landing pages, 60-second follow-ups after they submit a form, and tracking every single dollar for booked jobs and doubling down on those. Pillar number 3 is your reactivation. You're going to text your past customers. You're going to re-engage with your dead leads. It's literally free money sitting in your CRM to capitalize on again. That's the whole plan. There's not 14 steps of theory. It's literally 3 pillars that's actually going to generate you revenue with this marketing plan. These are things that companies that I work with have in place and they're on track to do 30, 40, 50 million in revenue. So if you run a pest control company and you want me to run the numbers for your market with your audience size, your estimated cost per lead, your projected return and all that good stuff, DM me plan and respond plan to this video. Or just drop me a comment with your city and I'm going to reach out to you as well. I'll build you a free mock-up landing page for your area and show you the math before you spend $1. There's going to be no commitment and no payment. I'm just going to show you the things that you want to see and how we can do this for you. And if you want the full breakdown on how we built 10 to 50K Facebook ad system, that's the next video that I'm going to make for you guys. If you want to see the full breakdown on how we built the 10K to 50K Facebook ad system, I'm going to be sharing that video closely. So let me know if you want to see that video and I will create that video for you guys. Thanks and see you in the next one.